What's up, everybody? Today is Valentine's Day. Yes, it's February 14th, 2013. And because it's Valentine's Day, love is in the air. And I know there's probably a few of you guys at home watching this right now like, Valentine's Day? Why is it even bothering to talk about Valentine's Day? I don't have a date. I don't have a Valentine. I like to be by myself. Be dolo for Valentine's Day. Yeah, just kicking it, chilling, doing my own thing. I don't need no date to define me. Y'all just bitter. Now watch the video. This is the story of the past that shaped my future. I used to be one of them bitter people. I mean, Valentine's Day, to me, honestly, isn't a real holiday. It's just an excuse to overspend. I mean, restaurants are going to be packed tonight because people are going out to eat. You could have gone out to eat yesterday. Why is today so important? You could go out to eat later on this weekend, which I'm pretty sure people will do. Why is today so important? I mean, it's whatever. I have a date, you know, but I don't take this time of the year to tell her how special she is. You know what I mean? That's an everyday thing. Don't just pick one day out the year. Do it year round. Anyway, I just wanted to take this time to introduce this next episode. Last semester, school, I recently did a project on expected roles while dating. And I launched an entire campaign, you know, help Brandon get an A. I told a lot of people about it. We tweeted it on Twitter. Got a lot of people involved, had them retweet it, and it was a success, by the way. Everyone who helped me out with that, thank you, I appreciate it. I got an A on the project and an A in the class, so thank you. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. The following interviews were conducted from September to November 2012 for a class project on expected gender roles while dating. In addition to the views of each interviewee, I have provided my own input so that my viewers can hear my thoughts about each question that I asked during each interview. I would like to thank everyone involved in the filming of this episode. Enjoy! When you see a guy that you like, do you approach him or wait until he approaches you?
I'll probably wait for the guy to approach me.
For me, I'm just not comfortable approaching guys. Like, I feel dorky. I can't do it. I have pride issues. So I feel like, yeah, it's just me and my ego. I don't know.
I don't approach him. I wait till he approaches me because I don't know, that's just the culture that I feel like I was raised in. The guy approaches the female.
I wait till he approaches me just because I was brought up that way, that, you know, you never chase a guy.
I'm more passive than most, so I wouldn't approach the guy. I think he would approach me.
I'm kind of shy, and I think it's even better, like, you know, like he chased after me, not like me chasing him. Like, I think it's like the thrill of the chase. I think it's cuter, and I'm more attractive when he has the courage to walk up to me. And then it shows me that, like, he really likes me because he came to me.
Right now, I do. About 10 years ago, well, not 10 years ago, a few years ago, I probably wouldn't have.
I wait till he approaches me. Because I don't do that type of stuff.
What if it were the other way around?
I'm kind of getting used to the girl, you know, approaching the guys.
Waiting around for a guy to approach me, I may miss out on a guy. And then in this day and age, it's more acceptable. I feel like things are changing for a woman to approach a man, and rather than waiting for the man to approach a woman. So.
There's nothing wrong with, you know, throwing a hint so a man knows to approach. Because, I mean, of course, a man can be bold here and there with certain ladies, but at certain times that with that person who is, I guess, the same caliber as you, that you may just be a little hesitant with.
It just depends on the guy. Like, if I'm really interested, I'll go and talk to him.
Let's make something happen. That's what I'm trying to say.
When I see something that I want, I tend to go for it because I know that there's plenty of other people out there that might want him too. So I'll make the first move.
Me personally, I'm cool if a girl approaches me and talks to me.
I kind of find it attractive and, you know, exciting or whatever if a girl has the confidence to come up to me the right way.
If I see that you're looking at me, I'm just
made my way over to you, and we'll see where it is from there.
If the girl does approach me, it actually, I won't turn her down because it's flattering, but I do feel it's more appropriate to, you know, for the guy to step up.
I don't want to come to a guy or approach a guy and be wrong about how they feel about me. Like, I may think they like me, but they really don't, or they might just be nice.
It's more awkward for a guy to diss a girl than to a girl to diss a guy. That's my opinion.
You get rejected everywhere you go, so it's whatever. You might as well take the chance and, you know, go ahead and ask.
Guys fear rejection a little bit more than girls do, because I mean it's easier for ladies to get approached and be like, oh, okay, well, I like you, no, I don't like you.
Because girls always choosing just as much as guys choose.
Ladies, y'all make it so hard for us. Why do y'all gotta do that?
I think in our day and age, a lot of guys are intimidated if a girl doesn't say anything, so they tend not to approach us for the most part.
Like, yeah, if you just sit around and wait for the other person to say something, you're just gonna be sitting over there lonely the whole day, rest of the week, next month, the whole time.
Because times have changed and it's a new day and age, how important is it that a man opens a door for a woman?
I think it's very important that men open the doors, car doors, building doors, because men are supposed to court the women. I don't think that's changed that much.
I think it's important for a guy to open the door just because it's a chivalry thing to do, and it's a nice gesture. And as far as the whole independence thing, like, okay, yeah, great, but I mean, men and women have certain roles to play.
Well, the way I was raised, me and my family do that anyway, so I would expect for my husband to do that for me or my boyfriend to do that for me.
I don't think it should be considered negative if he does not, because it's not stated anywhere in the law that he should. But I definitely do support chivalry, so I think it's a good idea to do it.
It is nice when a guy opens the door for me. Like, I do feel appreciated.
My mother raised me that whenever a door is there, you open the door.
It's something I do, something I've always done, and I always try to go out of my way to do it. So.
I have older parents, so of course they're more like, you know, old school. So anytime I do go on a date, I do open the door for females, you know.
I was raised to open doors for women, and my mom has recently gotten me into the habit of actually opening car doors. That was something I never really thought about doing, but she kind of makes me get the car door for her when she rides in my car. So, you know, I just got in the habit of doing it for her, and if there's a girl that I'm dating, then yeah, I'll open the car for her at the time. Whether you go out to dinner, see a movie, or do something that costs money, who should pick up the check on the first date? Should the man?
I make sure all of that is clear before we even go on the date. Like, am I paying for mine? You paying for yours?
I feel like the guy should pick up the check on the first date.
I think it should always be the guy. If it's a date, the guy picks it up.
I feel as though the man should pick up the check.
Whether you go out to dinner, see a movie,
the guys,
or do something that costs money.
The guys.
The guys.
If I invite her, right, I'm paying for it. If she invites me, I'm expect her to pay for it.
On the first date, I think that the guy should pick up the check, and that's always for me.
First date, just meeting the girl, guy got to pick up the check. Right? You can't look up looking cheap, because if you be like, you want to split, you look cheap, so ain't nobody really trying to message you. So you definitely got to pick it up the first time around.
Absolutely, the guy should pick it up, pay for anything.
If we're at dinner and you tell me, oh, I ain't got this, it's time to go. What you gonna do?
I second that. After that, I think it should go back and forth. I'm not like insecure about paying for a guy's food or whatever it is. Like, I work, I feel as though if I'm talking to you, you should work too. So we should go back and forth. It's not your responsibility to take care of me, and vice versa.
I think the guy should, and if you can't afford it, don't take that person to a certain place. Like, find something free to do, or find something that's not expensive. If you can't afford it, then don't expect me to pay for something on the first day.
Should the woman pay? Okay then, what about going Dutch? Honestly, I'm just going off of what my mom raised me to do. She told me whoever really initiates the first date should pick up the check.
I would hate for a guy to ask me out on a date, but then when it comes to paying, you'd be like, you want to go Dutch? And I suffer. I'd be so pissed off.
If you invite a chick out for the first time to anything, be prepared to cover everything.
I like splitting down the middle on the first date. I do. You never know how much money the other person has, and you want to prove that you can take care of yourself.
I think the person who initiates the date should pay. So if I say let's go out to eat, then I'm paying for it.
If a girl asks me out, like, you know, it has happened before, I will offer to cover the check if she, you know, if she wants to pay for it. I'll be like, nah, I got it.
Even if somebody else initiates the date, I
think
always
you should offer
to pay.
But the person that initiated the date should pay.
Should end up paying, yeah.
If I was the one to initiate the date, then I obviously have some funds available for me to, you know, say, hey, let's go to wherever, and I will pay for everything.
Or if she doesn't want me to pick up the whole thing, I'll cover at least my portion. However, I mean, if I ask you out, I'm prepared to take the whole check. Don't even worry about that. You don't got to worry about nothing. If you offer, that's cool. You offer, but, I mean, I got it. I wouldn't ask you out if I didn't have it. Who should initiate the first kiss? The guy or the girl?
The guy. And the only reason I'm going to say this is from previous experience, when you're that bold with the guy, he takes that as a signal for more intimacy, and that's not necessarily what you wanted. It could have just been, oh, I like him, I want to kiss. It doesn't mean I want to jump in bed with you.
I think, I mean, a kiss has to be mutual because it's two people, but I definitely think the guy should initiate it, but instead of like 90-10, I think it's more like 70-30.
I kind of agree with the 90-10 thing. That's how it's always worked with me.
90% in my, like, this in my face, like, I mean, like, you know,
You just start looking.
I don't know, like, it's just weird.
I mean, a girl feeling each other like that. The first kiss should be, you know, special. Y'all both share that same connection, so it should be mutual.
You don't plan those things. It kind of just happens. It's like, oh no, he's coming in. Wait, 80%,
right,
90%.
Like,
okay, cool.
Okay, 2
like,
o'clock. We gonna kiss. Like,
right?
No, it just happens.
I think it should be mutual, but if the man wants to go the first 90%, he should, not 100, because it may be taken the wrong way.
If you feel like you want to kiss somebody, go kiss somebody. If you don't, then don't kiss them.
If sparks fly between both the man and the woman on the first date, who should initiate the second date?
The man.
And y'all feel the same way?
No, I feel like if y'all have that much of a connection, then the girl can do it too. Like,
the guy should initiate it. The girl should try to lead it on.
Yeah. I think that the guy should initiate the second date, but if the woman feels like she likes him and she wants to go out with him again, then she should definitely like speak up and say what she feels so that he's not like out on the limb like, I don't know how she's feeling, should I say this, should I not like keep my mouth shut or whatever.
I feel like the male should always initiate the second date because in most circumstances a female won't tell you exactly how they feel about the first date. Most likely you'll hear it from her friends if you guys have mutual friends.
I'll be like, oh, we should hang out again. Or he can be like, I'll hang out again. I don't think it should be like a boy or girl thing. I feel like if you like someone to the point where you want to go on a second date, you might as well tell them before they walk off and you don't get that chance again.
Like if you felt a vibe and you felt like she also was feeling the same thing, that you should take the initiative to ask for that second date.
You know, if you're feeling me off the first date and the sparks did fly and everything like that, of course I'm going to offer a second date, but I'm not going to hold it to you, just be like, yeah, I got a second date for us to go on. I'd rather just be 50-50, you know, let the chips fall where they may.
When a date is set, how do you determine who drives or who picks up who?
I think the person with the nicer car should drive. I don't care if it's the guy or the girl, but the nicer car should definitely drive. Or whoever has the most gas.
Different. Usually I say, I'll drive, do you want to drive? It doesn't matter to me. Or you can drive my car, or I can drive your car.
I don't even know if I can say I agree or disagree with you. When it all comes down to it, we're not going on a date in my car. So I don't care what we go in as long as we get.
For the first date, the guy should be picking up the girl.
I feel like the guy should always drive, but also if the girl drives, they can meet, but that's more on a security level, like if the girls feel comfortable with the guy or not, then I'll meet him at the location. But if he's trying to take me out, wine and dine me, I feel comfortable with him, I expect him to come pick me up.
From previous experience, I don't get in the car with people I really don't know, and you're not getting in my car, so how about we just meet wherever we're at.
The date's not going so well, and he's my ride back. I don't want to have to wait until he's done. Like I just,
like when I'm done, I want to leave, you know. I know you that much, so I don't want you coming to just pick me up from my place of residence, and now you know where I live at, and say that the first date goes wrong. You know where I live at, and that's bad. Or if the first date goes wrong and I'm ready to leave, if you do something wrong, then I want to be able to get in my car and go. I drive, so I don't see why I need you to come pick me up. It's not a problem at all for me to meet you there.
I don't know, because a dude most likely be like, oh, well, if I drive, you gotta pay, or, you know, vice versa. But I don't have a problem driving. I'm tired of it now because I drive everywhere. But I really don't know. The dude probably, I'll make the dude drive if I'm being an asshole that day.
Should the guy always drive? Guys feel like they drive better than girls, but they feel like they drive better than girls.
It's proven. Statistically proven.
What? That's wrong. Thank you. Thank you. That is wrong. Yep.
Well, and see, that's why she opened her own door.
Alright, I'm done.
Do you think compromise should be allowed on the first date, or does that come with time?
We talking about the first date?
First date.
Yeah, he should pay for everything. Like, it ain't no compromise in that. I'm sorry.
Okay, so y'all think compromise comes later on down the line?
Yeah, like way later. Not the first, second, third day. Maybe fourth, fifth. I'll offer, but he should never ask for it.
I wish somebody would ask me to buy a snack when we go to the movies. I'll probably look at them like, what? You're dating me? You want to date me?
I would offer just to be like, if they're expecting me to pay for some kind of it or some part of it, I'm not okay with that because you initiated it. You should have this like planned out, figured out.
Okay, I pay for your ticket, I pay for gas, and then she'll be like, okay, you paying for all that. I don't want to feel like you're just trying to buy me, so I'm gonna buy the food. Cool. Lets me know that you're actually paying attention.
Yeah, you actually know where your money's going.
Yeah,
you know what's happening.
You know what's happening.
I don't know. I feel like the first date maybe, but if it's like over time, then I feel it's like okay.
I just feel like compromise is a sign of showing that you care or you actually appreciate something. So you're trying to pay it forward or, you know, pull your weight in a sense. So when I go on a date, I would offer to pay for popcorn. I would offer to pay for something to make it look like I'm not just a freeloader or I'm not just on this date because you asked me. But, you know, I want both of us to have a good time.
If we go to the movies, I buy your ticket, buy my ticket. We both drive there together in my car. That's my gas. I'm going to go ahead and, you know, be prepared to get the snacks if I don't sneak any in the theater to begin with. But if I don't sneak any in there, and you want to get the snacks, that's fine. I'll say that, hey, I got this. But if you really want to get it, I'm not going to argue with you. So, yeah, I feel that compromise should be allowed on the first date. Now that you've watched the video, I hope that you guys keep in mind everything that you've just seen. Keep in mind everything the girls spoke about. Keep in mind everything the guys spoke about, ladies. You never know. If you're one of those people who don't have a Valentine this year, or you're not going out this weekend, or you don't have a significant other at the moment, keep all this stuff in mind because you never know. You might find your boo and you might be the one talking about, oh man, I like Valentine's Day, I got plans tonight, whatever, next year. So keep hope alive. Stay up, stay blessed. Peace.